everyone. I'm Robin with Robin's Re3. Welcome. Let's see if we can get started here. How is everyone doing tonight? There we go. How is everyone doing tonight? Sorry about that. Okay. I think we're good. Hello. How are you, Bunny? All right. We're going to be working with our new angel door hanger tonight. This could be a door hanger. It can be a wreath attachment. I may not complete one, but what I'm going to do is show you exactly what you can do with this. I got a lot of stuff that I thought about. Like, for instance, this one, I painted it white on one side, gold on the other. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you different ways you can decorate this and the different things you can do. So that's the plan. Now with this one, I painted it white. I also did Mod Podge on this. So I want to make a black and white check on here. And because I didn't have fabric that was big enough to fit the piece, I'm actually going to use 3 pieces of ribbon, 2.5 inches. And let's see here. I kind of want to line up my checks on the houndstooth here. So I kind of want to get it in the right position. So I'm going to reactivate the Mod Podge with heat. And that's one side. Did y'all have a great weekend? Hey, Tiff, how are you? Hey, Joanne. Welcome. How was your holiday weekend? Everybody stay safe? We just stayed home. I don't know if this is going to stick. I'm hoping it will. I don't know. Might be a little too thick. Let's get this top piece on and then see if we've got it. I already took the wire out of it. Well, not this side I didn't. Oh no, no power. That wasn't any fun, I'm sure. No, I didn't do such a good job of lining up my... Let's just see if we can get it on there. We may have to use glue, or I may just have to wait till I get a piece. But at least I can show you this one. Well, that might stick. Not. So, this is getting off to a great start, don't you think? Let's go ahead and trim. I'll use my curved scissors for this, because I want to show you all the options that you have with this angel. We also have angel ornaments. So in the description of this live, you will find all the links you need. This is not going to stick. Dang it. If it was cotton, it probably would. So we'll just plug in my glue gun. There you are in both places. Hey, Tiff. Tiff is multitasking. There we go. We'll just get that set up. There you are. Oh no. Tornado warnings. That's not fun. We actually had one up here the other week. Well, they didn't rule it as a tornado. I think a downwind or something like that. I don't know. But anyhow, this is just a visual. All right. So this, and when you're doing this, when you're painting your inserts, make sure you have the right side up first before you paint it. I went and painted them all and had to go back and repaint them. But okay, we're going to start out with black and white. Now, what can we do with this? All right. With a white background, you can use several colors on this. So we're going to start out with the black and white. And then I've got a ton of ribbon out here so I can show you a little bit of everything. So we're going to go ahead and start with a black and white. No, Wyatt. Wyatt's had a rough day today. Pretty bad day today. Okay. So I'm going to start with this is Christmas week, by the way. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a ribbon for this. And I'm going to show you several places that you can put the ribbon. So I need a place to put these when I'm done, because we got a lot. Okay, let's just put that in there. And I forgot my zip ties. Okay, plan B. All right, this is directional ribbon. So what I'm going to do first is put this in here so then I have it going down the right way. And then I'm just going to loop my bow. I always do this one way when I do these like twig wreath bases. Okay. And I thought, you know what? My husband had cut 2 out. I'm like, so I'm just going to show them every way they can do it. I can't wait to see what everybody comes up with on their own, though. All right. So, got to go to plan B here on what I'm going to use for a zip tie, since they're all the way out in the other room. I just love this ribbon, and I've hardly used it. In fact, I think it's like a couple of years old. Now, I think this one gets tucked under here. I think I'm going to bring it back to white. I have all my ribbon here, and I'm not, well, okay, here. We can take it back to this. We'll take it back to white, and we'll add this little pop in here with the same, you know what, let's just tie it with this. I think that'll be prettier. You could even use this on here too. Isn't that pretty? All right, so with this, first I'm going to take out the wire. And then I'm going to put a bead of glue here. I'm going to turn this down without burning my fingers. We're going to put that over top of it. There we go. pull this around here like that. So I don't need all of this. I'm going to cut some of it off. I'm going to put some in there. And then we're going to put some there. We're going to bring this around. Look at those colors. This can be a little bit shorter. I like having the solid black against the white because it kind of breaks up. Now, there are several things you can do with this. You can put it down here. That's one way. You could make it smaller and you could put it up here. Or, I'll go ahead and use the white one. Or you can attach it, your button bow holder, because it comes with a button bow holder. So let's pretend that's on there like that. And then you could put it up here. Now you can also go ahead and put a little arrangement right there. You could put a little arrangement right there. Let's just get out my box of goodies here and show what we can do with that. You could also add lots of snowflakes around it. This one's got glitter. This one's a pretty one. You could put that on the skirt. You could add it up here. You could add some beads up here. You could add some beads down at the bottom and then have like a little bit of greenery down at the bottom. Can you all see this when I'm doing this? Thank you, Desiree. So, I mean, your options are endless with this. You could even add a bell to it. All right, so that's option number one. All right, option number two. If we took this out, okay, and say you put this kind of fabric on the top, over top of it. This is like a Dollar Tree skirt. But I mean, you could put that there. Can you all see okay what I'm doing? I just want to make sure you're good. Then you could add some snowflakes there. You could go ahead with your button bow holder up here. And you could add your bow at the top. And add some greenery up here. So that's another option. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything here. I've got some red satin ribbon you could put on there. I've got some ribbon with red snowflakes on it. You could glitter your snowflakes that are here in the wings. Let me see what else. So that's another option that you can do with this. And this is kind of cute because you've got your fur on the bottom. So you could just staple this. What I would probably do is set this up the way you want it to look on there first. Staple it in place like that. And then I would put something over top of it to cover up your staples. Wouldn't that look pretty? Ooh, that's so cute. So that's another option. I also had this fabric that I thought was really pretty that would go well with this. It's just red with snowflakes. Isn't that pretty? I love that one. And that's when I would go ahead and use the ribbon with the snowflakes, the red snowflakes. Again, I want to show you as many options as possible. How about we do it this way? And just do a simple bow. Look at that. Let me kind of bring it in, bring it down and then bring it in, so then you can just focus on that, and I hope that makes it easier for you. Isn't that pretty? And then I would glitter these snowflakes, and then I would put my button bow holder up here. Like I said, we're probably not going to complete one, but at least I'm going to show you all the color options you would have. You could put some holly up here. You could put some of this up here. I know I brought my bells up here. That's not what I'm looking for. Where is the white bells? Well, they're kind of silver. But you could add that up there, or you could put just a small little arrangement right here in this corner. You know what? You're not seeing that corner, are you? So let me pull it back and see if we can get it in frame for you. Does that help? There we go. Okay, that helps. Woohoo! All right, we got it. I thought this would even be cute too. Is add some real feathers in the wing also. So you've got that. Hey, Marcia. That's another effect you could do. You could use some frosted red berries in here. But that's just with a bow. You could add some greenery or snowflakes down here and some more up there. You can have some ribbon that's white snowflakes. That will look cute. I'm dropping everything. All right, so that's using the red and white on the white. How big is she? She's 15 inches long and she's 13 inches wide. Now, if you wanted to get whimsical, this would be the pattern I would use. You've got all kinds of stuff you can add now with this. You can add peppermint, okay, in your arrangement. I thought this ribbon was appropriate for the blue in there. You could add a bow down here. You could add a bow here. Now, I was showing them, Marcia, when you were, before you came on. This is the insert. Now, if you're going to use ribbon, you need to use something heavier than Mod Podge. If you're using a piece of cotton, you can actually cut the piece bigger than the insert, and then it just goes in like that. And you got to make sure that you've got the right side, because there's two ways to flip this. All right. So let's just leave that insert on there. So we've got choices here. We've got pink, we've got red, we've got green, we've got blue that we can run with that. I thought this was appropriate. Now, like I said, we could put her bow there. We can go ahead and put it up here and use whatever you want up there. So that's another color choice. I also had this one in here too, because I have this ribbon that would look nice with that. I actually thought this would look pretty. This is just a satin red ribbon. This came in today. I was so happy. I know. See how versatile? I have painted these 4 different ways. So I'm going to show you 4 different color options for this. But I thought this was really pretty. And there was another one that would go nice with this. Where is it? This was even pretty too. Like if you went with this red, and then you went with the black and red and white striped, that was really pretty. So what I'm saying is you can just use the plain rope up here, or you can use your button bow holder. And like I said, you have several areas. You can put something here. You can put something right here at the top of the dress, like I showed with this. If you took this Dollar Tree tree skirt and kind of flared it out, tacked it in place, and then kind of put something over that, like your ribbon, that really would look pretty. All right, one more I thought I had for this one. No, I don't. All right. All right, so we've kind of gone several different ways. That would even look pretty on that too, with this one. So now we're going to take it to a new color option. Let me just move some of these. All right. This one is one of my favorites. The gold and blue. Loving the gold and blue. Now, with this, I had several options. I have these little blue poinsettias that have gold on them. And like I said, we're probably not going to complete one tonight. I'm just going to show you every color option available. So let's just trim some of these. So like I said, it's got blue and gold in here. This one. So far, what color do you think is your favorite? So see, we could like go ahead and put this down the side. We could put this here. We could put it up here. We could put it in the button bow holder up here. Like that. Also, I have these gold roses. You could put that in the middle. You could put this up here. Now, let's go ahead and get some color options for up here. What did I have? I had this. Oh, this one's favorite. This blue plaid. Isn't that pretty? So I'm thinking like a blue plaid bow up at the top here. This is the one that I'm going to be making. I love blue and gold. It's like one of my absolute favorites. All right, so we've got the blue. Then I have this green metallic, right? That's my absolute favorite. So let's go ahead and put our bow up the top here. I didn't bring anything to tie with. Figures. Well, that's not gonna work. This one will. Yay, I got one. So we've got this blue Christmas plaid with the green. Should have pulled that through the back, shouldn't I? Instead of having it out front. Pretend you don't see that. Please. So I'm going to get this over here, get this there. You don't need a whole lot of ribbon. I mainly just wanted to show you the versatility of this. I always do something one way, and there's so many other ways to do it. All right. Then I could go ahead and I could put my rose, my gold rose, up in the top here. Add some of this. Actually, what do I do? Here it is. I'm not liking that gold against that gold. So I'm thinking that would be pretty. Just like that. You could add some gold berries in here. Thank you. Appreciate it, Rachel. I even have some blue ones that I can add also. That would look pretty. I think I like the blue ones better. So let's stick with those. Thank Hey, Rachel. Now you could continue this down here too, if you wanted. You could put a little piece of that there. Glue or staple, whatever you wanted to do. Are you guys getting a good picture of this? Am I up too high? No, not up high enough. There we go. So that's what I would do with my blue one, my blue and gold. Now, I'm just eyeing all my ribbon to make sure. I can even put a little bit of this in there too. See in the back? That looks good. So I think out of all of them, this one and the burgundy one are going to be my favorite. But look at that. See how that pops? Easy peasy, right? All right, let's put this aside because I think we're pretty much done with the white side and the blue side. So we're going to put these right back in there. I'm just going to leave that on there. All right, so that's our blue and gold and our white and black. See, all you're doing is coating this with fabric or whatever and putting it in there. Now, if this was how I was going to do it, I would definitely take a stiff piece of felt and put it on the back so this didn't get popped out. We set this up so you'd be able to pop it in and out when you're putting your fabric on. But if you want it to stay in place, you're going to have to put something secure on the back. All right. And Mod Podge didn't work with this tweed ribbon. So that was not an option. Oh, you know what? This was pretty also. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Say, and then just put some blue accents in here. Love that ribbon, don't you? That's one of my favorites. All right, now we're going on to the silver and the chipped. All right. Now for this one, I did a little foiling because I know everybody loves to do foil. So what I did was I painted this tropical teal color, and I used Jen's like metallic with snowflakes on it. So if you've never seen me do the foiling, just go back to some of my other videos. You need Jen's Artistic Painting Studio foil adhesive. Let it dry for an hour. All right, so I did the skirt. And then we need to put the top coat on it once you get your foil in place. Then you need to top coat it. The This only takes 5 minutes to dry the top coat. And then I also did, now I could have foiled the whole thing, but I also did just the snowflakes. Just to give it an extra little sparkle. There we go. Hit that with the top coat. Now you know there's a lot of Christmas ribbon out there for silver. It's always popular. A popular Christmas color. All right. So with this one, if I was not going to put any fabric and I was just going to foil, I would put something heavy behind it and either staple it or glue it in place. I also at one point had this ribbon on here too. I thought that was a real pretty color. So look, you could just create a skirt out of ribbon, or again, attach it to your piece that you pop in and out. So for this one, I thought this one was a pretty color to go with this. We also have a silver that would look pretty with that. We also have a white that has snowflakes in it. Where did I put it? There. Oh. I think I would do this one first. Oh, you know what? I also have this in my shop. This has gold and the navy in it. That's the one I wanted to use with the blue and gold one. This has Christmas bells. So that would be a real nice one with the blue also. So we'll put that there. Thought there was another one that I wanted to use with that. Yes. This is a pretty blue also. Thought I had more of it. I do. Okay. And then I had this too, this silver that has, looks like tufting on it that I thought would go pretty with that also. I'm using some ribbon scraps because I really didn't want to cut up all this ribbon tonight. Okay, so something like that, where you have your white on the bottom with the silver, then you have your blue, and then you have your silver on silver. Or you could just do your silver. That would be a pretty combination too. Whether it be at the neck or down here, up here in your button bow holder. So that's an option also. I even thought a piece of fur would be pretty, not so much on this color, but you could have even used mesh. If you had a mesh that you wanted to like double up, you could even use that on here too. I like to do that. Okay. Silver, was that? Okay. This was supposed to go on the gold. So let me bring back the gold one. Because next to the blue, that is like my other favorite. So, say this was burgundy. I do have a burgundy here that matches this burgundy exactly. And look at that with the gold. This was Sam's Club ribbon, I think a couple years ago. And I would probably put the golds with that. I think that would be pretty. So this is kind of like if you want to go classic. I knew when I had all this pot up here, there was going to probably be one I forgot. And I did not want to forget the burgundy one. So that could go up here, or it can go on the button bow holder. With greenery, bells, snowflakes, little berries. I mean, it's endless what you can do with this. This was even pretty too. That's the one I wanted to show you. That next to the blue, the burgundy, was my favorite. Or you could just start with just a little bow here. If you're going to go down here closer, I would definitely like do the gold on the bottom. I hope this isn't too sloppy. I hope you can see my vision of the different colors with this. I'm trying to give you a ton of options. All right. So the next is kind of the chippy one. Now this is the one that would be country, primitive, farmhouse. Okay. Now with this one, what did I do with my middle? Here we go. Check that out with that one. Doesn't the red look really pretty against that chippy color? Now, for this one, I had a couple of options. Let me move this one because we don't need this anymore. We don't need this anymore. But I think I want this one. You could even go ahead and use like burlap on here. You could do the red burlap if you want to make it look really country. Do you like this one, Tiff? You could add raffia to this one. So, I'm thinking this would be pretty up here. You could even use a satin ribbon. That would still make it look pretty. You could even go ahead and do this. If you wanted to paint this white and then add this in your skirt, that would be pretty too. Again, this is just to give you a ton of ideas, so you're not just seeing it in one color. You're seeing it in several. And I forgot to tell y'all, I have another job, balloon job this Saturday. Isn't that cool? Or you know what? I think I kind of like this better. This plain. Not, thank you, Rachel. You like them all, Joanne? It is hard to choose, isn't it? But you can't tell me that you can't figure out a way, like even that one would look pretty on there too. You've got glitter in the snowflakes. That one would look nice too. Now, if I had a piece of raffia, I would go ahead and tie this. And I thought I had some right here. I think I do. No, this is that. Well, you might be able to use this. Probably not. But at least it could give you a kind of a visual. It's not going to work. All right. I had some. Oh, burlap rope. So let's just tie it around her neck. I know, wait till you see the containers I got today for, they want 2 balloon towers to go around the one table. So, my granddaughter is coming up on Wednesday, my older granddaughter. So, she's going to help me. She's so excited. As am I. I don't know. I think it might need the red underneath. Pull it back. I'm thinking it needs some red because this is so close to that in color. So I think we're going to add a little bit of pop in the back of it. Just to lift it against that brown. You see what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and untie this and do it right. If I didn't knot it. So, because I don't have any cream color. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit smaller, like that. There. Again, this looks like a big mess here, but I wanted to give you all as many ideas as possible. We also have this in ornament form, which we were going back and forth in our group today about it. Because I gave everybody that's in my message group kind of a sneak peek. So let's get that there. And then let's get this kind of on top of that. But could you see this with like raffia and stuff? We could even put just a small bow down here and then do a country ribbon up here. Like there's that ribbon. Let's see if there was anything in here that we could even just, not this color, but you could even just decorate it with a small snowflake down here. Not this color, of course. I don't, Marcia. And poor Wyatt gave me the biggest scare this morning. He had a seizure that he's never had before. And I don't know if it was a seizure or low blood sugar. So I went into panic mode. Let's go ahead and see if we can just add this here. Just to give you a visual of something country. Like we used on the watermelon. Let's go ahead and just tuck it under. Well, there you go. You could even leave it sit up like that to make it look like her skirt. But wouldn't that be cute? Maybe not so big because you can't see her head. But maybe up at the top. That would be an option. Just so many ways you can do this. And here's our little ornaments. Let me go ahead and lay them out here for you so you can really see them. They come with a back. So you've got the back outlined of where the top piece goes. So there's one with a heart. There's one with snowflakes on the skirt. There's one with a trio of hearts. Then you have snowflakes on the wings. And then you have a solid one. So if you just wanted to put scrapbook paper on top of this one or a piece of fabric, you can do that. So these are already listed. You can buy them individually or you can buy the set. It's cheaper to buy the set. So this is what my balloon tower is going to be in this weekend. The two of them that I have to make. I ordered this from our wholesaler, and I got worried because it came like this. And I first put this there, and I'm like, that doesn't look right. And then I found this in the box. So it's nice. It kind of just grabs and twists. Well, don't tell me I broke it. No, I didn't. I just can't get it in place right. There we go. So they're going to be gold and black and white balloons, clear balloons. The white ones are kind of clear, and then they have gold glitter in them. So when I make that, I thought this would elevate it and make it look sophisticated, where you can get it higher up and use less balloons. So I definitely want to put something weighted inside, like some stones, and then have my husband build a base that I can stick the pipe down into, and then I think we're good. So I made the cake topper, we made the wooden centerpieces, and now I have 2 balloon towers to do. So I will definitely take pictures. I cannot share any of it till after the weekend, so I just thought you'd get a kick out of that. I'm excited. Some of the things you might want to think about that we're going to be doing, I found orange and black loopy yarn on Amazon, so we're going to be using that coming up. Look at that. Wouldn't that look pretty too? Just a fluffy skirt. No problem. Thanks, Bonnie. Thanks for hanging out. These would be pretty foiled too. I think I'm going to send one of these to Jen just to see what she does with it. Any questions? It's all in the comments. Everything's there. I hope I gave you a bunch of ideas. I know I will. Thank you, Tev. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? You're going to have to go back and watch the replay because we're all done. But at least you can see what we did. Now I got a mountain of ribbon to put away. But I hope I triggered some major creativity there. Lots to choose from. All right, Rachel, you going live at all this week? Jeannie, these would be cute for your grandkids. Little angel ornaments. All right, then I will see you all on Wednesday. Looks like Rachel's not up to a live this week, but hopefully soon. All right, you all have a great evening, and thanks for hanging out.